Welcome back to the podcast Redeemed. Thank you so much for joining us. We're continuing on with the wonderful story of Moses. We're going to talk about some signs and wonders today. Just in case the burning bush wasn't
I
enough.
was going to say.
And we're going to escalate it after that, too. We're going to be throwing down some serious stuff.
Yeah, God really ramps this up.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. So we've had the discussion. We left Moses. He's talking to God. God says, this is how it's going to happen. You're going to do this, blah, 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 blah. Still, though, Moses is a little hesitant to want to do it. And what does Moses say? What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say the Lord did not appear to you? The Lord told him what? What's that in your hand?
What you got there?
What you holding there?
The staff.
This is a staff.
This is a stick.
I think he was explaining it. This is a staff, God.
Yeah. And you wonder, too,
Have you not seen these?
I have a feeling that same staff right there was the same one that he carried throughout the entire
Probably.
exodus of the people.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, yeah.
I
You
wonder if
see
it
what
was-
happens. Like, I'm not
I
losing
wonder
that staff.
at the end if it was the same one that he was holding up, that he split the waters with for one,
Yeah.
or that he struck the rock with, which
It was
was
the
a
same,
no-no,
probably the same one that he cost himself the promised land with.
or the one where he was
Yeah.
holding up and they had to hold his arms up.
Yep.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's all the same staff, because if so,
No.
man, that's a powerful
It's
staff.
a cool staff. I wonder if
Yeah.
it's like on display in heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Turns into a snake if
Don't
you
drop
touch
it
it.
on the ground.
You threw it on the ground.
Now get the snake.
Everybody grab the tail. Grab it by the tail.
It's like when the dog gets out in Portland with Grandma.
Yeah.
You got it. She's yelling at random people, get that dog. And it's crazy. People just fall right in the line. Oh,
Yeah.
gotta get the dog. That old lady's crazy, man.
Like I said, I don't know about any of that, but
Yeah,
I
I
just
don't
thought
know.
it was an interesting. I thought because I've had that thought
It's an
before.
interesting
Yeah.
question.
Because it seems like Moses always had a staff.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if it was the same one.
Who's his emotional support staff?
Maybe.
So does that make his emotional support snake?
Yes,
I mean, okay, we're getting sidetracked here. So
officially.
the Lord says, "What? Throw it on the ground." And what happens when he throws it on the ground? It turns into a snake. Okay. And the Lord said, "Now reach out your
And
hand."
he
take
ran
it."
from it. I do like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a snake. Hey, whoa,
Well, I wonder what kind of snake.
that was my
I don't
staff.
know.
I think it'd be really cool if it was like a king cobra. That'd be anyway.
I mean, that would have probably, based on the region.
I mean, I've seen
So many snakes.
animated movies where it was
That's what
definitely
they choose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think
I may
that's
come
just
up
big.
because it's the scariest.
I know.
And it was scary enough he ran.
Yeah.
Woo, I'm out.
Yeah, it wasn't like a little garter snake.
Yeah. And the Lord said, "Reach out your hand and take it by the tail." Which once again,
That's normally a no-no.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Would have been funny. God, you're supposed to grab those by the head, not the tail. Grab by the tail. Steps up, gets me.
But he did. He reaches out and he grabs it, holds it, and what happens? Turns back into a staff in his hand. And he said, and the Lord said, if they don't believe that, basically, that here, I got something else for you. Put your hand inside your cloak. He does, brings it out. It's covered in leprosy.
I would like. It doesn't talk about his reaction in here, but I want to know what Moses' reaction was because there's no way he handled it just calmly. He ran from the snake.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're a leper, and you're just cool with it. No, this is my life now. All right, guess I have leprosy. Thanks, God.
And then he says, put it back in. Boom, puts it back in, brings it back out. It's
You're
healed.
good.
Just like that.
Once again, it's like I don't think I put anything else in that
No,
that
I
pocket.
get
Nope.
rid of that cloak.
Bring Aaron over. Aaron, put your hand in here. Watch this.
Let's see if it does it for you, or if it's just me. So anyway, so he's got a couple signs here, and the Lord says if they don't believe you or pay attention to the first sign, they may believe the second. But if they do not believe these two signs or listen to you, take some water from the Nile and pour it on the ground, and then this water is supposed to turn into what?
Blood.
Right. Okay. Which is another pretty impressive sign.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, not good if the Nile's filled with blood for Egypt.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different sign.
I know, but if he's pouring out water, and it's like that's where we get a lot of the water we use. That's probably not going to be good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Guess time to leave.
Yeah,
Time to go.
time to leave.
Pack it up.
But yet, Moses still doesn't want to do it. Pardon your servant, Lord. I have never been a good speaker. Slow to speech and tongue.
Yeah.
So basically, he just called himself not very intelligent.
Yeah.
That happened.
I mean,
Gotta have
Anything
somebody.
you gotta do to get out of
Gotta
it.
have somebody else, right, God?
yeah, somebody way smarter than me. And then the Lord's anger. Oh, excuse me. No. And then the Lord, and I love God's response to this. Who gave human beings their mouths? Who makes them deaf or mute? Who gives them sight or makes them blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go. I will help you speak, and you will, and I will, and will teach you what to say. I'll get it right in a minute.
And that right there should have been Moses' sign. I should stop.
It was not.
I shouldn't push this further. God has laid it out for me. He told me he's going to give me the words. I'm good.
Yep. No.
But Moses decided,
One more time.
I think I can push this a little bit further.
Pardon your servant, Lord. Please send somebody else.
Yeah, this time
he really doesn't want to go.
He didn't even give an excuse
No.
this time. He's like, can you just...
I just don't want to go.
I'm out of excuses. Can you please send somebody else?
I am happy here watching my sheep.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, God.
I got a good life here.
Yep.
And then the Lord's anger burned against Moses. And
Yeah.
he said, what about your brother Aaron, the Levite? I know he can speak. He's already on his way to meet you, which I can find that
He's
interesting,
already
too.
on his way.
He's already on his way. And he will be glad to see you. You shall speak to him, put words in his mouth, and I will help both of you speak, and will teach you what to do. He will speak to the people for you, and it will be as if he were your mouth, and as if you were God to him. But take the staff in your hand so you can perform the signs with it. So basically, God says, this is it. You're going, but I'll give you a helper.
I would like to know God's tone of voice there. Because
Yeah.
obviously it says that his anger burned against him, but Moses didn't say anything else after that.
No.
So it's just like, okay,
Well,
I go.
Never mind.
and maybe it's because I've seen some animated movies with people.
Right.
But I kind of see it as when the anger burns, the bush went.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, okay.
All right.
It's like
Maybe we don't
Inside
do
Out when anger is...
Yeah.
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 Like, all right, my bad. Shouldn't have pushed it that far. I'll go.
And I do wonder about this. If Moses had done what the Lord said, and just gone and done it, and not had Aaron included in that, if that may have saved him some trouble later on. You know what I'm saying?
Alleviated some
Maybe.
issues.
Because
that he's
Aaron
going
was
on.
the one that helped create that golden calf,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which then
He thought
allowed
that
the-
was a good idea.
Yeah.
which then allowed the commandments to be broken. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't good.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So,
Yeah.
and that's a question I like to ask God. So, God, what would have happened
Yeah. Had
if
Aaron
Moses
not
just
had
done
to
it first
go.
time without Aaron?
Uh-huh.
Could he have been able to sidetrack some
Right.
heartache? I don't know. Maybe.
it's a
I mean,
fair
who knows?
question.
Maybe somebody else would have stepped up and said, "Hey, let's make a golden calf."
Yeah,
you know, I don't
probably.
know. And that's just the big one. There were some other things in there too that Aaron did. That I was like, "Come on, Aaron."
Yeah.
Not helping.
Yeah, not helping. All right, but that's where we're going to leave it today. So Moses is fixing to return to Egypt, and he's fixing to have to take the message with him and explain it to the Egyptians and to the Israelites what's going on, and we're going to see if they're on board or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Egyptians are not on board.
I'm going to say that they really like having this free labor,
Yeah, I think so.
and they don't want to
Yeah.
give it up.
Nope, they don't.
But
so,
we'll see.
Tune in next week.
You know, I've read this story a couple times. Maybe it'll change.
Maybe
this
it'll
time.
change.
You never
Yeah,
know.
maybe it'll be different. They already made it. No, because they made a movie about it, so it can't change.
That's true.
So,
That's true. Anyway, but if the Lord gives you something to do, you know, I wouldn't push it.
No, I don't really want the Lord's anger burning against me.
No,
That's
no.
not something that I want to be a part of.
And I don't believe that God gives you a task that you can't accomplish. You know what I'm saying?
I 100%
He
agree with
didn't. He
that.
didn't choose Moses by accident. He chose him on purpose. You know. And,
Yeah, he wasn't drawing names out of a hat.
and I think there's a lot of times that we as people, not in like we don't directly tell God to his face, no, I don't want to do that, but we do sometimes just kind of pawn his stuff off on other people because we don't have time to do it. Is what we say.
Yep.
Or I'm too busy to do it.
Mhm.
Or I like he said, I'm not a good speaker.
Or sometimes we just straight up ignore it.
True.
Yeah.
That's another one, too. It's just, if I just ignore that, it's going to go away.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go away.
And so sometimes I feel like we are like Moses. We're not as honest as we should be, and the Lord gives us a task, and we have a tendency to try to get out of it. You know,
Yeah.
and I've been guilty of it too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
so when the Lord gives us a task, we should just do it because He has a plan for it.
It's going to work out.
And really, I think that's just the biggest lesson you can pull from that. Is not try to say, "Hey, Lord, send somebody else." Say, "Lord, no, send me."
Mm-hmm.
Which
I will go.
Yeah, who said that? Send me a
Was it David?
Maybe it was. It wouldn't surprise me. David was that kind of guy. Anyway, but there is a, and it'll come to me as soon as we turn this podcast off. I don't know exactly who it is, but I'm pretty sure it goes with "Here am I, Lord, send me."
Isaiah. Here I am, send me. It was Isaiah.
Was it Isaiah?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
6:8.
Isaiah. Okay, so there you go. It was Isaiah. So that should be the response that we have, not Lord, send somebody else. But here I am, Lord,
Send me.
send me.
I'll go.
I'll go.
For the good of the mission.
I will go.
I will go.
Okay, in the comment section, which movie was that from?
Yeah, Levi, where you at?
All right. See you next time.